morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. I'm coming live from United States. Yeah, I want to mention something about the DV 2027. Most of you who have been waiting for it, you know it has delayed. But the reason why it has been delayed is because the Trump administration is trying to introduce many changes that will block many of the prospective applicants from applying. And what you're seeing there, as the title says, green card update, changes to visa lottery announced by State Department. There are many changes that are going to happen, and I want to scroll down here just to make you know some of the things that happened. If you read here, if you can read here on August, on August 2025, the State Department proposed rules to enhance vetting and combat fraud in the diversity visa process. The proposal requires that applicants to submit a valid and expired passport information and scans of the biometric pages unless exempt. What it means, you must have a passport to apply for green card. I want to remind you that this is not new. During his first term, President Donald J. Trump introduced passports for when applying for a green card, when participating for the lottery. And this cut short or blocked very many people from third world countries, or call them the poor countries, from applying, because not many of them bother to get a passport unless they are traveling abroad, because it doesn't make any sense for you to spend tens and hundreds of dollars to get a passport or whatever currency you use in your country, and yet you are not traveling outside. So, but when the Biden administration came in to replace Trump after his first term, Biden removed that rule. And actually, by the time Trump was just about to leave, the court had ruled against this change, because the court said there was no public participation. This time, this rule was announced on August, and it was supposed to go to the public for comment. The comment was supposed to have been submitted by 30th of October this year. The only thing I will tell you is whether the people said no or yes, you cannot tell, because right now this administration is acting as if it's above the law. They are even overruling what the courts are ruling or what the courts are telling them. So you need to have a passport. So I'm sure there's what they're saying is that you have to scan the biometric pages. These are the pages that have your photo, have all your information. Yeah, that page has to be scanned, and they will show you where you are going to upload as you apply. So as long as you don't have a passport, please forget about applying for DV 2027 green card. It's called DV 2027 because this one is for the people who will come to America from October next year, who will be interviewed from October 1st next year up to 30th of September 2027. So the fiscal year for that green card starts in October 1st next year up to September 30th, 2026. So the other change that is there is you have to pay $1 electronically. There is $1 charge to apply. Remember, green cards have been free for many years. I think they started in 1994. At that time, I had no interest of coming, but after I visited here some years back, I decided to apply for a green card, and I won, and it was free. So this time, you have to pay $1 electronically as a cost of recovery measure and update terminology in regulations for clarity. Yeah, as a cost recovery measure and updates terminology in regulations for clarity, replacing the gender with sex and age with the date of birth. Okay, this one is not being charged. This is them. So what they are saying, there's a place in the application they were asking what is your gender. Now they are not going to ask you what is your gender. They are going to ask you what is your sex. Sex that does not mean that you go and commit sex. No, they want to know whether you are a male or a female, which doesn't make sense for them to change from gender. But I'll tell you what is happening in America. Even the Americans now, who are who are men who convert into women and women who convert into men, the transgender. Trump administration has said that they cannot be issued with a passport, giving them or assigning them a different sex or gender from that one of birth. So if you are you are born a man, even if you have transformed to become a woman, you will never be called a woman. That's what is happening. And the Supreme Court of the US has been siding with Trump in everything, including this one. They have allowed him to continue denying people passports even as the case goes on in court. So there are some people who are going to suffer an irreparable damage if they win this case. So the other thing that they want to change is they also want they are also replacing age with the date of birth. But I thought we used to enter the date of birth. I don't know. Let me see. Because they're saying update terminology in regulations for clarity, replacing gender with sex and age. I don't think whether we used to enter age. I think we used to enter date of birth. But anyway, let's wait for it to come. Then we will see what is going to happen. So as of now, the DV 2027 has not been opened. So let nobody con you. Let nobody con you. Actually, I saw a warning from the U.S. Department of State, warning people that there are some fraudsters who are cheating people that the applications have begun, so that they can start collecting money from them. But I don't know how you are going to pay this $1 if you are in Africa or if you are in Asia, or how. For people in the US, paying $1 is fairly easy. So I don't know. Maybe you have to look for a friend of yours who is in the US, so you pay him that $1. Then he can apply for you with his credit card or even his bank account. But that's how it is. So I'll continue to update you as the process goes. Oh, there's another thing that has happened. Let me see, the DV 2026 excluded. Yeah, we expect several countries to be removed or to be excluded. Like now, the DV 2026, whose results came in May this year, and the winners started their interview in 1st of October this year, which you heard in September 30 the next year. The countries which were excluded were countries like Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, China, that's Colombia, Cuba, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, India, Jamaica, Mexico, Nigeria, Pakistan, the Philippines, South Korea, Venezuela, and Vietnam. This year, I think the countries will be more because, Trump banned very many countries. I think there was a list of like 14 countries that were banned from getting visas to come to US, including Iran. And I think Iraq could also be there. I think Chad is also there. Yeah, and some other countries like Cameroon, they were told that they will only be getting a visa for 3 months, not for 2 years or 5 years as it used to be. So all those changes are causing the Trump administration to delay this. And another thing that Trump was saying at one time was, this DV lottery brings people of all caliber. People who have just finished Form 4. Others are people who are very learned, doctors, lawyers, engineers. But he was saying that because of that, many people who come here just come to become Uber drivers or taxi drivers, working on low jobs. So he was saying that it should be made to attract high-learned people. I don't know whether they are going to raise the level of education. We are yet to see. But what I can tell you, something bad is cooking. Something bad is cooking. Tell your friend something bad is cooking, and we are going to see this. Once they announce, I'll let you know. Thank you, my people. Until next time, bye.